Every time you come around, you know I can't say no. Every time the sun goes down, I let you take control. I can feel the paradise before my world implodes. And tonight had something wonderful.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to UltimateDirtTV. It's Championship night here at the Fairbury Speedway, round number 6, here for the Water Thunder Esports League, proudly brought to you by Team ABR Setup Shop for the 360 Wing National Sprint Car Tour. My name is Matt Bailey, and thanks so much for joining us. Alongside me here in the booth tonight, and he's been with me every single race of the season, Steve McMillian. Mate, it's Championship night, and we can't get enough of this yet.
Definitely some great action. We have good action all 5 races. And you know what? It's qualifying time.
And this is about to get gnarly, race fan. Eden Beeline out on the speedway. There is Landon Cardoza as well out on the speedway in the Juiced Energy SpeedShop51.com. Number 14 machine. And as we get up our lap times at the moment on the speedway, let's see where Landon can put the race car. Comes out of turn number 4 and belts in a lap time. Cardoza 11.010. Jordan Mawetta as well back there in position number 3. Sean Sheehan up to position 2. There is a Team ABR sponsor, Wicked Cushion, CSI Shocks. Real Logic up, number 14 of Rebecca Millette. What a season for her as well, Steve.
Definitely what an up and down season. She had to come through a lot of B mains to make it to the future races, but she showed consistency. She will end up probably in the top 5 in points if she does not make a mistake tonight.
Yeah, no, that's right, mate, as well. So good to see Rebecca back behind the wheel of the 360 Wing Sprint Car. And we'll see what happens here tonight.
You see next on track, car number 72. That is Mike Augustine. He puts down a lap. He is 15th quickest.
Yeah, an 11.371 for Mike Augustine. There is The number 13 machine still running laps out on the speedway. Jordan Mawitta. Sorry, no, it's Andrew Hauser in the 13 car. Andrew Hauser out there at the moment, comes down to turn number 4. Currently 17th quick out on the speedway. So Andrew Hauser will lay down a lap time. Out on the speedway now from Seven Hills, New South Wales, Australia, driving the speedshop51.com, racecraft simulations, Momentum Sim Sports, UltimateDirtTV sponsored number 56. It's Brett Wheeler, and he goes 9th quick with 11.170. The lap times are still rolling in. There is Mark Gebhardt from Hanover in Pennsylvania, the Twisted Piston Racing, HMR Circuit Champion sponsored, Highside Raceway. KDF Collisions, Outlaw Wings, number 96 machine, lives just down the road from a couple of awesome sprint car drivers as well in Logan Schuhart and Jacob Allen on the World of Outlaws NOS entering sprint car circuit. There is a number 12 machine out on track at the moment. Very cool Joey Saldana paint on that race car as well. The ENR sponsored number 12. So as qualifying wraps up, race fans, here is your final look at qualifying. Landon Cardozo with a 10.920. Cracked this 10-second bracket. Matty Dixon, Alex Bergeron qualified 3rd. Mason Hannigan, Joe Howe, Tyler Schultz, Blake Chapman, Rico Robles, Brett Wheeler, and Sean Sheehan. Steve McMillan, we're about to get set to go heat racing. Heat race number 1.
On the pole be Landon Cardozo and Alex Bergeron in the 12 machine.
Position number 3 will be the 92 car of Joe Hound to his outside. The Wide Open Motorsports number 1 machine, that's Blake Chapman.
Route number 2 or 3 be Brett Wheeler with the Black Diamond Motorsports car number 56 to his outside. Jordan Witter and car number 13M.
Position number 7 will be the Wide Open Motorsports number 42 machine of Tyler Wilson to his outside. The FSI Motorsports number 13, Andrew Hauser.
Route number 5 be Mike Augustine in the 72 and Austin Stern to his outside.
Position number 11 will be Garrett Cooper, and position 12 will be Alex Zaninsky.
And your final row will be Aiden Beerline bringing up the rear and car number 13 as your starting lineup. Your 13 starters for heat race number 1 of 2.
So only a couple of heat races on the program tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's championship night. Put your picks in the comments. And now, as we said, Steve, all he had to do was fire the race car. He's now a multiple World of Thunder champion, driving the Team ABR sponsored Wicked Cushions, CSI Shocks, Pit Logic App, number 12 machine. All he had to do, ladies and gentlemen, was fire the race car. And now he's on the front row for heat race number 1. Multiple Series World Champion as well. And multiple World of Thunder Esports Group Champion as well here tonight. It is the 12 machine of Alex Bergeron. Steve, we're to go racing. Out on the board. Let's go.
As you look at Landon Cardozo, goes to the early lead to the top shelf in 1 and 2 on the exit. Turn number 2 down the back straightaway. He leads Bergeron into turn number 3. Blake Chapman, Jordan Witter, Joe Howe, Brett Wheeler down the front straightaway. Close side-by-side action, 3 wide mid-pack.
Wow, how good is this so far? Down to turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn 4, Brett Wheeler looking for positions out on the speedway as well at the moment, and we are caution yellow, yellow, yellow.
Alex Sharinsky back there bringing out the first caution. Take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay.
So it looks like he just locked up the front end going into turn 1, and looks like there was a bit of right reaction and upends the race car. And not the way to start the night for the 23 machine here on championship night here at the Fairbury Speedway as well. And we're currently under the caution lights, and we'll get set to re-rack them and restack them.
How about this? Landon Cardozo leading.
We'll get set to go once again, Steve. It is about...
How about that? Landon Cardozo leading.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, that's right as well. Landon Cardoza, he's been very successful in that 14 machine as well. And we've seen in recent times with the Cardoza car. And, well, let's see what happens here tonight here on Championship Night. So we are back to green flag racing here at the Fairbury Speedway for heat race number 1. We're going to have about 4 laps left to run. And Brett Wheeler now on the top side of the speedway looking to make up positions. Cardoza, though, he's holding off 3-time world champion Alex Bergeron at the moment. This is absolutely sensational racing into turn number 3 and 4 this time by. They've got 3 laps left to go.
And look at this 3-wide action in the back of the pack. Landon Cardoza continues to lead, run the top shelf. Look at Blake Chapman there, run the bottom, but Jordan Witter has a run as we have another caution out on the racetrack.
Oh dear. This is not what we wanted tonight, Steve, is it?
Definitely not, but you know, we got some tough racing as you look at Tyler Wilson there. We're 3 wide going in there. Tyler Wilson just gets over the right rear tire of Aiden Beerline and around he goes.
So let's see what happens on this restart.
This track is
Cardoza.
You know, the track is hammered down right now. You know, it's full throttle, not really slick. You can put that car almost anywhere.
Yeah, that's right, mate, as well. And let's see what happens on this restart. I tell you what, though, good run tonight so far for Landon Cardoza. In that speed shot, 51.com, Juiced Energy, number 14 machine. Let's see what happens. He's been holding off for the last few laps, and since the drop of the green flag, he's been holding off 3-time world champion Alex Bergeron in the number 12 machine. As we get set to go back to the green flag out of turn number 4. Down the main straight, they run into turns 1 and 2. Down the back chute. Here comes Bergeron. Well, slow jump into turn number 3 and 4. Cardoza throws it back underneath him. Down to 1 and 2 they run. The white fog is out. Down the back straight away to turn number 3 and 4. Cardoza the last look out of turn 4. That's Cardoza at the line. Alex Bergeron well away. It's so close to call, but I think Alex Bergeron has taken the win. Absolutely unreal stuff, and we'll get your official results at the line. And Alex Bergeron by .063. Wow, Steve, that is a close call. Cardoza, Blake Chapman, Wheeler, and Aiden Beeline, your top 5.
Definitely. Joe Howell, Jordan Witter. You got Austin Stern, Andrew Hauser, Garrett Cooper, Mike Oxting, Tyler Wilson, Alex Sharinsky ran at your field. And Matt, your starting lineup for heat race number 2.
Yeah, and a look this way as well. Thanks, Steve. You have the 96 machine, the Lightning Sim Racing car 96 of Matt Dixon on the front row to his outside. The number 1 machine, the 1X of Mason Hannigan.
Row number 2 be Tyler Schultz and Rico Rubbles.
Position 5, row number 3 with the 18 car of Sean Sheehan. Position 6, the 311 car of Dustin Hall.
Row number 4 be Ernie Williams Jr. 91 and Rebecca Millette to his outside.
Noah Bowman in the 15 car will start out of position 9, and Mark Gebhardt in the 96 car, position number 10.
Coulter West and Kyle Rozak will round out your field. Actually, Nick Baum will start 13th tonight for heat race number 2. Rebecca Millette missing a start. She'll have to come back through her LCQ.
Oh, dear. That's not what we want.
Definitely not.
Hoping to see her behind the wheel of the 360 car for the heat race here tonight and seeing what she could do behind the wheel of the 14 machine. Unfortunate, not enough time. But what can the Mini Hurricane do off the front row? And we call him the Mini Hurricane for a reason, though, Steve. We know that the Hannigan name is very synonymous with sprint car racing. And, well, let's see what this kid's got under the hood tonight.
Definitely. I mean, he's been a powerhouse. Anytime he's been on the track, as lights are out, we're fixing to go racing out of turn number 4. Green flag in the air.
Good start for Matt Dixon down to 1 and 2. Here comes Mason Hannigan. Toss it back underneath Dixon. Down to 3 and 4 right now. Rico Rebels on the top side, the Slick Apparel, TJS Sim Sports number 3 to the top side of the speedway. As well, Matty Dixon into the wall in turn number 1 and 2. Meanwhile, here comes Rebels into turn number 3 and 4, locks up the car. In turn number 4, we got a couple of cars together, Tyler Schultz, and there was the 331 car of Dustin Hall in there as well. And unfortunately, it looks like we are going yellow, Steve.
Definitely going yellow there. And look, let's see. Basically, this ran out of real estate. We were like 4 to 5 wide there. But take a little bit further back, you see the 17. This all starts coming out of turn number 4. See Rico Rebels pushes up there. The 17 and 331 coming up and down. They just collect each other. But good save by the 17 of Tyler Schultz.
Yeah, that's right, mate, as well. So good to see Schultz still out on the speedway. And Noah Bowman was the other another car out there as well in the 15 machine. So as well, we go back to the green flag. Mason Hannigan straight to the top in 1 and 2. The Black Diamond Motorsports UltimateDirtTV sponsored number 1 into turn number 3 and 4. This time by, we got 4 down, 4 to run.
As you look, they're 3 wide for third out. Turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Ernie Williams Jr. battling with Rico Rebels for that third and second spot there. Into turn number 1, you look at the 96 and Mac Dixon, the high side. Ernie Williams Jr., he's trying to lurk on that bottom. Put pressure on Mac Dixon out of turn number 4 as we are 2 laps to go.
Down to 1 and 2, down the back straightaway they go. Into 3 and 4. Ernie Williams Jr. now to the middle part of the speedway. He'll be feeling that bump coming to turn number 4, though. The white flag is out for the final heat race of the night. Down the back, shoots to turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn 4 this time by Mason Hannigan. Gets the job done. Over Ernie Williams Jr. at the line. Matty Dixon in position 3. What a run. The racing tonight, Steve, so far has been absolutely electric.
Definitely looking at second heat race. Ernie Williams Jr. was quickest with 11.415. As we're fixing to have your finisher results here on the board. As you look, your top 5 look like this. Mason Hannigan, Ernie Williams Jr., Matt Dixon, Rico Rebels, Dustin Hall, your top 5.
Coulter West, Mark Gebhardt, Sean Sheehan, Tyler Schultz, Nick Baum, Noah Bowman, Cara Rozak, and Rebecca Millette, unfortunately not making the start in the Team ABR sponsored number 14 machine. Right now, we are fixing to look at C-Main action, and here we go. Brett Wheeler off the front row in the Black Diamond Motorsports 56 car on the pole position, and to his outside, the Red Line Oils Racing, Beeline Racing Motorsports number 13 A machine. That is Aiden Beeline.
Row number 2 be Joe Howell, 92, and Jordan Witter in the 13M.
Position 5 with the LGR Motorsports number 75 machine of Austin Stern to his outside, the FSI Motorsports number 13, Andrew Hauser.
Row number 4 be Garrett Cooper and Mike Augustine.
Position 9 will be Tyler Wilson in the 42, and rounding out the field in this 10-car last chance qualifier will be the 23 machine of Alex Zielinski.
10 laps, top 8, 2 people going home.
Yeah, this is the last chance to get into the big dance tonight, race fans. So let's see what happens in this one. And it's going to be racing for sheep stations. What can the Virginian do on the outside of the front row? Brett Wheeler on the inside of him. Hails from Seven Hills, New South Wales, Australia. Jordan Millwitter out of position number 3. Joe Howe on the outside of the second row. What about Andrew Hauser? Can he get the job done and move into tonight's A-Main? Let's find out. Turn up to the board. What green.
Look at this as Beer Light into the wall a little bit on the exit turn number 2. He's side by side with Brett Wheeler going into turn number 3. These drivers battle out turn number 4. It's going to be Wheeler at the line. We're 3 wide. mid-pack there. Look at Joe Howe. He's back trying to battle. We're 3 wide for second out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. You look at Aiden Beerline. We're 4 wide for the race lead, momentarily out of 4.
Down to 1 and 2, they run down the back, shooting to turn number 3 and 4. This is magnificent sprint car racing right now here at the Fairbury American Legion Speedway. Down to turns 1 and 2. Down the back chute they go. Aiden Beerline still has the race lead. Into turn number 4 this time by. We're going to have 5 down, 5 laps to go.
As you look, the pair of 13s, 3 13s, battling with that 56 of Brett Wheeler. As Jordan Witter trying to get the lead from Aiden Beerline out turn number 4, down the front straightaway, but it's Beerline with the momentum in your LCQ number 1. Brett Wheeler currently running that 3rd spot.
Down to 3 and 4 this time by, though. Aiden Beerline still with a narrow lead, and he's got the quickest time at the moment with 11.602. How good is this? Aiden Beerline, number 1 here tonight so far. He had a bit of trouble in heat race number 1, but now he's out there in the C main and he's absolutely cooking it out there.
Definitely, Aiden Beerline has 1 feature win on the season here with ABR National 360 Wing Sprint Car Tours. We got 2 laps to go for Aiden Beerline.
Down to 3 and 4 this time by, down to 1 and 2. The white flag is out. Race fans, this is what it all comes down to. He's transferred into tonight's A-Main. The checkered flag is out and Aiden Beerline will get the job done. Jordan Witter, Andrew Howes, and Brett Wheeler. Your top 4 so far unofficially. And we'll get your official race results up onto your screen. And wow, what a race. We still have 1 more last chance qualifier to go, which is our B main. And there is your results. Aiden Beerline, Jordan Witter, Andrew Hauser, Brett Wheeler, Mike Augustine is your top 5.
Joe Howe, Austin Stern, Garrett Cooper, all making it to the main event tonight. Tyler Wilson and Zach Zarinsky will back it up and head for season number 15 in the middle of September. But here's your starting lineup for LCQ number 2, Matt.
And on the pole position, it is the TJS Sim Sports Slick Apparel number 3 of Rico Rubbles to his outside, the number 311 machine of Dustin Hall.
Row number 2 be Coulter West and Mark Gibhart.
Position 5, row number 3 with the 18 car of Sean Sheehan to his outside, the 17 machine for Team Outlaw Motorsports, it's Tyler Schultz.
Row number 4 be Nick Baum and Noah Bowman from Illinois.
Position 9 with the 602 car, Kyle Rozak, and let's see what she can do. She's down the back of the bus. Position 10, Rebecca Millette. Let's watch this one, Steve. We're about to go racing again. 10 on the board, 10 well green.
Green flag out of turn. Look at this out of turn number 4. It's a Hornet's Nest mid-pack as Dustin Hall goes to the bottom. Rico Rupples. Rico will have it at the line for lap number 1, but Hall's not giving up as he's digging it deep out of turn number 2, but Rupples with a good run and momentum on the high side. And look at Coulter West in that 10 machine, even Tyler Schultz, Rebecca Millette, she's up to 9th place.
I tell you what though, Steve, it just goes to show how these race car drivers watch this racetrack, and we are cautioned yellow on the speedway. Now let's find out what happened with this one. UltimateDirtTV instant replay coming up onto the screen. Let's watch the big screen. Sean Sheehan in the Up North Esports at Team ABR setup shop, number 18 car, and it looks like Tyler Schultz just gets into him out of turn 4 and collects the 96 car of Mark Gebhardt. And not what we want to see here tonight. Definitely not. Now let's find out what happens with this one. Mark Gebhardt in the top 5, and is looking to transfer onto tonight's A-Main as well. So, I'll tell you what though, Steve, just a comment that I was making just earlier, just before then, it just goes to show with the way Rico Rubbles is running the track at the moment on the top side of the speedway, just goes to show how much these race car drivers pay attention to the racetrack.
Definitely, as you're starting to see it get a little darker there in 3 and 4, that's where it's starting to get slick. And look at all that moisture from way down to the bottom. Tons of moisture on the bottom of the track.
It just goes to show that this track is going to be around the bottom here for the feature race tonight as well, which is our next event coming up on the schedule for tonight, race fans. We have the Championship A main, but we already know the 12 machine has it in the bag. So let's find out what happens here in our last chance qualifier. This is what we call the last chance to get into the big dance. We are only 3 laps into tonight's B main. Now let's find out, is the pace car set to pull off, Steve? We're set for a restart.
Rico Rebels and Dustin Hall one more time. Coulter West and Mark Gebhardt, Noah Bowman, and Nick Baum out of turn number 4. It's showtime. Rico Rebels continues to run the high line there. Dustin Hall run the middle of the track. Coulter West looking to the bottom. Coulter West with a move on Dustin Hall. Hall will have him at the line as they're side by side for second, but Rico Rebels is pulled away.
Yeah, down to turns 3 and 4 this time by, though. Down the main straight, they run into turn number 1 and 2. This time, Coulter West puts a slider on Dustin Hall. Then side by side into turn number 3 and 4. This time by, race fans, we have 4 laps to run.
4 laps to run. Look at Coulter West there up on the top shelf in that 10C. The ABR setup shop, LGR Racing out of turn number 4. He has a second spot with Dustin Hall and Mark Gebhardt in his hip pocket there. A lot of good racing a little further back, but Rico Rebels, he's running away. Look at his time, 11.566. 2 laps to go.
Yeah, as well this time by, race fans. Down the back chute they run. But how about Rebecca Millett? She started position 10, and she's in a transfer spot at the moment as well, Steve. The white flag is out. 1 lap to go.
1 lap to go. The final time, Rico Rebels to the inside at turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, he'll pick up LCQ number 2 win. Rico Rebels, Coulter West, and Dustin Hall, your top 3.
Well, what a run tonight here at the Fairbury American Legion Speedway. And we are about to take a look at your final results. Rico Rebels gets the job done over Coulter West in the 10C. Dustin Hall in the 311 car. Mark Gebhardt. Sean Sheehan is your top 5. Tyler Schultz, Rebecca Millett, and Noah Bowman is your transfer cars into tonight's A-Main. We are about to take a short break here, race fans. We're going to let the race car drivers break in the racetrack. We're going to play a quick commercial, and we'll be back on the other side of this with your championship A-Main.
All right, welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV, the final round of the ABR Setup Shop 360 National Wing Sprint Car Tour here at Fairbury.
Well, race fans, it is time as the drivers are getting set to wrap up their hot lap session around the speedway before we get set to go into tonight's A-Main. And this is going to be absolutely unreal. Now, before we go into tonight's A-Main, Steve, who are you picking to win tonight's A?
Well, it's hard to not go with Alex Bergeron. You know, Let's think outside the box. Let's look at like Brett Wheeler. Maybe he could do it. Or Mason Hannigan.
Right, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we've got the Mini Hurricane as well out there tonight. So if you're going to pick Alex Bergeron, I'm going to go with... Let's see. It's going to be a tough one, but I'm probably going to go... Yeah, I'm going to go the Mini Hurricane. So I'll go Mason Hannigan to win tonight's A-Mate. And let's see what happens in this one as well. Now, as we know, Steve, we normally pick a winner and a hard charger in the late models. So we're going to do the same here tonight. So we got a few good cars down towards the back of the bus. And, well, Rebecca Millette is also one of those drivers.
Definitely. And I think she'd be a hard charger. That's for sure.
Well, race fans, it is time to go and let's take a look at your starting lineup for tonight's championship A-Main. From position number 22, he drives the number 15 machine. That is Noah Bowman. To his inside, he drives the number 6 machine. Hails away from the Mid-South, Garrett Cooper.
Row number 10 to the outside. In car number 20 is Rebecca Millette. And to her inside, it's Austin Stern in that 75 machine.
Position number 18 with the Team Outlaw Motorsports, number 17 of Tyler Schultz. Position 17 with a 92 machine. Hails away from New Jersey, Joe Harrell.
Row number 8, it'd be Sean Sheehan, started 16th. And to his inside, car number 72 hails from Pennsylvania. It's Mike Augustine.
From Hanover, Pennsylvania, driving the HMR Circuit of Champions, Highside Raceway, Canada Collisions, Outlaw Wings, Twisted Piston Racing, number 96 from 14, it's Mark Gebhardt. And from Seven Hills, New South Wales, Australia, driving the Black Diamond Motorsports, UltimateDirtTV, Race Crime Simulations, SpeedShop51.com, number 56 from 13, Brad Wheeler.
Row number 6 would be Dustin Hall on the outside to Andrew Hauser to his inside.
From position number 12, position 10 will be the 10C for LGR Motorsports. It is Coulter West, and to his inside, the LGR Motorsports, number 13, Jordan Mawita.
Rico Rebel start 8th. Aiden Beerline will start 7th tonight.
Position 6 with the Lightning Sim Racing, number 96 and Matty Dixon. Position 5 with a 1 machine of Blake Chapman.
Ernie Williams Jr., Landon Cardoza, row number 2.
And then we have Mason Hannigan and Alex Bergeron on the front row. Steve, this is where we get set to show the country and everyone here on UltimateDirtTV the greatest side in all of motorsports.
Definitely, that is for sure, as they go 4 wide to salute you, the fans at home.
This is where it comes down to, race fans. We want you to make as much noise as where you're sitting in your lounge chair, in your office, wherever you may be watching here on UltimateDirtTV, on Facebook Live or on YouTube. These race car drivers are now 4 wide. It is championship night here at Fairbury. Wowee. As they break formation, this is where it comes down to. He's already got the championship in the bag. This is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Here we go, race fans. It is time to go racing. The next time by, this time around the speedway, the virtual yellow lights will go out and we will get set to send them on their way. Last time here, race fans. Putting your hands together. As they roll through turns 1 and 2. As they roll down the back straight away. Ladies and gentlemen, the time for talk is finally finished. It's time to settle the Fairbury, because here we will go.
As you look at Alex Bergeron going to the inside there. Look at Landon Cardoza looking to the inside of Mason Hannigan. Then going to turn number 3. You see Ernie Williams Jr., Matt Dixon there, and Blake Chapman. As we're a lot of good racing all over this track.
Down to 1 and 2 they go through turns number 3 and 4. It is like racing for sheep stations at the moment. But these drivers have a lot of laps around this speedway. And we are set to take a look at some of the world's best sprint car drivers out on the planet right now.
Definitely, as you look from the press box. Alex Bergeron's pulled away. Then you got two of the Black Diamond Motorsports drivers side by side, the 91 and the 1. That is Ernie Williams Jr. and Mason Hannigan. Hannigan working that bottom, and you see Ernie Williams Jr. ripped to the lip there. And we got 3-1. Oh, little contact with the 14. They continue to go. That was Landon Cardoza.
Wowee. I tell you what, Cardoza did a good job to save that race car, though. We're going to come upside down. Dustin Hall in the 3-1 car is upside down in a massive way.
Definitely he is. Let's see if we can take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay.
And that was close as well, Steve. He literally parked it on the infield and he drove straight across the racetrack right in front of your race leaders as well. And not what you wanted to see, but it all started with Rico Robles catching the outside retaining wall. And as we know, as Brett Wheeler would say, and I know he's watching, the Power Plats presentations worldwide says the walls don't move.
They definitely don't move here as this shot Rico Robles down.
Well, it is now time to have a look at a restart. It is Alex Bergeron leading Ernie Williams Jr. Mason Hannigan back there as well. And let's see what's going to happen on this restart. The pace car lights will be fixing to go out. Steve, it is restart time. The pace car lights are getting set to go off the speedway, but the racing is not over yet.
Definitely not over. Your first caution as we're on lap number 7 of 30 here at Fairbury. And it looks like the pace trucks lights have stayed on as they're getting the field a little further back situated. Lights are still on the pace truck, so looks like Rico Robles. There's Landon Cardoza there, the 14. Rico Robles sent to the back of the pack.
Yeah, it seems fitting, doesn't it, Steve? I would say to send him down the back of the bus. Just obviously was the start of the caution, or the reason why the caution lights were thrown here tonight for caution number 1 of this A main. Looks like we're set to go good here at the American Legion Speedway. They're fixing to go in the double conga line of menace. And we'll get set to let them go once again. So let's see what happens. The pace car should be looking to go off the circuit. So let's see what happens around this time by. Looks like the yellow lights are still on the speedway.
Well, I can't see why too much is going on. Just the back of the pack, or the bus, you could say, just not lined up correctly.
Yeah, so as the car's rolling around, normally we would say, race fans, that this will take a toll on fuel here tonight at this racetrack. But it looks like the guys are looking to keep in contact with the pace car. Looks like Rico Robles still down the back there as well. Not sure what's going on with this lineup.
Well, it shouldn't be that hard, I would assume. There's only 2 cars that actually started in that wreck, unless they're just trying to get some people lined up in the very back there. Lights are out. Oh, they're back on.
So So just communicating with race control, Steve, and just finding out. So it looks like there's just a bit of a confusion with the lineup on the speedway. So we should be getting ready to go this time by, I would say. The cars are lining up in 2 wide formation. So we should be set to go.
All right, the lights are out now, Matt Bailey. We're fixing to go green out turn number 4.
Yeah, that's right, mate. So let's get set to let them loose once again, race fans. We're only about 7 laps in the books here tonight. The American Legion Speedway here at Fairbury. We are back under green flag racing here tonight.
At 96, you see there, Matt Dixon gets a little help from Landon Cardoza. The 10 of Coulter West up that 4th position. But look a little further back, you see Jordan Witter in the 8th spot with 4 wide mid-pack.
Good assist so far as well. Andrew Hauser in there in that FSI Motorsports number 13 machine. Oh, it looks like, oh no, Jordan Witter caught the outside wall, and it looks like we are caution yellow once again on the speedway. Mark Gebhardt involved in that one as well, and this is not the way to end some people's nights here tonight, Steve.
Definitely nice. See a little bit. Jordan Witter gets loose out of turn number 4. And those 3 drivers, Matt Dixon, Andrew Hauser, and Mike Augustine, had nowhere to go when Jordan Witter got loose there.
You know, that's right, mate. So, just having a look at that, just having a closer look at that replay, and let's see what happens this time around on this restart. Looks like Rebecca Millet's still down there. She's in the 14th position, 15th position at the moment in that Team ABR sponsored Wicked Cushions CSI Shocks number 14 machine. As the transponders upload at the moment. So not sure what's going on out on the speedway. Cars buzzing the rear wheels to keep some heat in those tyres as well. As we know, that is the way to do it with sprint car racing. So we're going to get them lined up once again, and we'll get it set to let them loose. And we'll get set to resume our 30-lap feature here tonight. The Fairbury American Legion Speedway here on Championship Night.
Well, I can tell you this, probably the back of the pack there really had some problems. Probably try to get really lined up. It's hard to get them lined up when you have them do this, especially around about 6 or 7 cars involved. Try to get the lineup straight there. You see the drivers moving back and forth positions. But Ernie Williams Jr., that 2nd spot there with Alex Bergeron, your race leader. He is your season number 14 champion with ABR Setup Shop 360 National Tour, presented to you by WOTEL.
And there's nothing like seeing a multiple-time champion as well, Steve. As we know, the World of Outlaws NOS entering Sprint Car iRacing Championship Series is set to restart as well once the real-life World of Outlaws is done and dusted. Got 24 races to go after last night at Red River City Speedway as well. And what a race that was, with Donny Schatz taking the win in that one.
Definitely. Look, Kyle Larson even won the World of Outlaw event last night.
Yeah, he did. He won the Morton's Building late models as well. And I reckon if we ask Alex Robinson later who won that, he's going to say, oh, I don't know. So, but his dialogue on the national sprint car capital of the world, well, let's see what he's always got his different opinion about that. We like the little banter between him and Brett when it comes down to that as well. And I think what we have to say to him, Steve, we have to turn around and say to him, well, you know what? There's a commercial about it, mate. Go and watch that. So, I tell you what, though, it would have been awesome to be over there this year for the 60th annual NOS Energy Knoxville Nationals, where Young Money took that out as well. And what a race with Hot Sauce Giovanni Selzy as well, leading the first about 5 to 10 laps in that event as well. And we're set to see some of the best sprint car racing we've seen ever, Steve, as well. And let's get set for a restart here for Championship Night.
Definitely, you're going to see the 12 and the 91 side by side out of turn number 4. Then you got the one of Mason Hannigan and Coulter West. Lights are out. We're racing out turn number 4.
Restart for Alex Bergeron down to turns 1 and 2. Picks up the front end 2. Out of turn number 1 and 2, though, into turns 3 and 4. Hannigan looked to the inside on Williams Jr. Couldn't get the job done, though. Here comes Coulter West looking to the inside on Hannigan. Meanwhile, though, we are cautioned once again on the speedway. And Rebecca Millette, oh dear, is around in the 14 car. And I'm not sure if we can get that up on the big screen, Steve, but let's see what happens with Rebecca Millette.
He tries to make it 3 wide, and her and the 72 just get into each other. And around she goes, going into turn number 1.
Yeah, just the racing deal there. Looks like she tried to split them 3 wide and held her line pretty nicely as well. And we know how tough it can get out here on this type of surface with this racetrack. And let's see what happens here with the rest of our laps here tonight here at the Fairbury American Legion Speedway. And as we've been saying, ladies and gentlemen, it's here on Championship Night. Coming up after this as well in about another hour or so time, we've got the super late models coming up tonight as well. So be sure to check that out here at the, I'm pretty sure we're here back here as well, here at Fairbury.
Yes, that's right. But look at the 13 machine. Aiden Beerline up to that 4th position now. As he's battling Coulter West side by side. Landon Cardoza and Blake Chapman a little further back. Andrew Hauser gets into the wall a little bit. He's missing a nose wing. But we're racing, and it's some good racing mid-pack.
Yeah, that's right, mate, as well. Rebecca Millette looking to make her way back up the field as well in the 14 machine. But her partner as well and teammate is Alex Bergeron. He's out in front at the moment.
As you look at Brett Wheeler, he's up to a 14th position right behind Mike Augustine. But the race right now, Mason Hannigan running top there. He's currently in 3rd, trying to chase down his teammate Ernie Williams Jr. Goes to the bottom there in 1 and 2. But Alex Bergeron's in lap traffic as caution out on the racetrack.
Yeah, this is not what we want as well. And we're getting closer and closer to the finish here at Championship Night here for the Water Thunder. Oh, looks like Brett Wheeler upside down in the 56 car. 2 cars went upside down as well. I think that was the 6 car of Garrett Cooper. And that HRI number 6 machine as well. As we see, just simply tag the wall there in turn 3 and 4. And, well, personal note, Brett, the walls don't move, mate, according to your best mate, Craig Plater's Power Platts presentation worldwide. And I think it's safe to say, Steve, he ate some concrete.
He definitely did. Let's see if he gets a fast repair back on the track.
And it looks like he has done so. No, he's heading back to the pit area in the 56 machine. And he's coming back out as well. So Brett Wheeler will now be down the back of the bus in the 56 machine. Unfortunate run tonight. He was up there running in about the 14th or 13th position. on the speedway as well, as there is Mason Hannigan back there in position number 3 at the moment. There is a good look at what it looks like from the stands here at the Fairbury American Legion Speedway. And as you see, 3-time world champion Alex Bergeron, multiple-time WOTEL champion as well.
As he's going
So
for
it's
2
always good to
championships
see this guy.
this season. The wingless 360s is trying to pick up that championship on Monday night.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Yeah, I've been keeping in watching that series as well, and it's been some awesome racing with the wingless sprint cars. So good to see them back on the program as well. It's back to green flag racing here at Fairbury.
Bergeron goes low and 1-2. Look at Ernie Williams Jr. ripping the lip there. Going in turn number 3. He stays high. Bergeron out turn number 4. Bergeron leads lap number 24. Bergeron starting to pull away. Look at there.
Cardoza as well to the inside on Aiden Beeline as well. Beeline back now to position number 5 and looking to take that position back. Turns it back underneath Cardoza as well. But the battle is on for minor placings here right now, Steve.
Definitely, as Alex Bergeron is on the Sunday drive out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Working the inside moisture. He slides up. Oh, we got one upside down. That's Noah Bowman bringing out that caution.
Yeah, it looks like it's becoming that time of the night where these drivers, obviously it's a very technical racetrack, Fairbury, when it comes to 800 horsepower, 360 wing sprint car racing. And whoop, there it is. Noah Bowman in the 15 car into the retaining wall. So this will now rebunch the field once again. And we'll see what happens with our closing laps here tonight at the Fairbury American Legion Speedway, with Alex Bergeron leading the race. And he has led since the drop of the green flag as well. Ernie Williams Jr. back there in position 2. Mason Hannigan in position number 3. Blake Chapman back there as well. Landon Cardoza in position 4 at the moment as we're set to go back to the green flag. Good restart for Alex Bergeron. Down to turns 1 and 2 though. Here comes Ernie Williams Jr. Williams Jr. had a bells of a run on the top side then. He's got that car right up against the cushion, banging the balls down here at Fairbury.
Definitely he is. Look at Blake Chapman to the inside of Mason Hannigan. We got caution back out on the racetrack. Mark Gebhardt.
Mark Gebhardt, the Pennsylvanian driver. And same issue as before. Cars copping that outside retaining wall. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with Mark Gebhardt. Is he going to park it in the pit area? Or is he going to get a quick repair and come back out onto the speedway and finish off the race?
6 laps to go here at Fairbury.
Yeah, that's right, mate. So we're down to single digits.
Green flag back in the air for Alex Bergeron. Good, massive start for him. Look at 91 goes to the top shelf. Mason Hannigan look underneath him. Here comes Landon Cardoza with a run. Going into turn number 3. Cardoza pop. Hannigan stays down low out of turn number 4. We have caution back out on the racetrack.
I suppose, as we say, Steve, cautions will breed cautions. Now.
The closing laps.
Yeah, this is not what we want to see tonight. Was sort of had my fingers crossed it was going to be sort of at least go good 20 laps non-stop here tonight at Fairbury, but it looks like we've had obviously multiple cautions here tonight at the Fairbury American Legion Speedway here on Championship night. And I'm sure these drivers are anxious to get set to go back to the green flag, and they are going to go out of turn number 4 this time by the... Oh, no, the yellow flag is back out. Looks like officials not happy with the lineup on the speedway. So just while we're waiting for them to go back to the green flag, Steve, I'll tell you what, though, it looks like they're going to go this time by. Let's see what happens out of turn number 4. And they are back to green with the closing laps here of our championship A-Main.
5 laps to go when we cross the start-finish line. Alex Bergeron, your race leader. Williams, Hannigan, Cardoza up top. Single file up there. Matt Dixon, look at Andrew Hauser in 12th, running the bottom there. But Ernie Williams Jr. trying to chase down your race leader, Alex Bergeron.
I'll tell you what, though, they already got a massive crash. Massive crash. Multiple car pile up on the back chute. And this is not what we wanted with only a couple of laps left to go. Ouch. I don't think we can get that one up on the big screen, Steve. I think it was a lot of cars involved in that one. Looks like we've got the big television remote out, and we're going to have a big look at this one and find out what happened with this one. There is Joe Howe there in the 43 car. As well, looks like 2 cars were already around. So Tyler Schultz, Aiden Beeline involved as well. Rebecca Millette coming into close call with that crash as well. So not the way to end some nights here on the speedway here tonight, Steve.
Definitely not. As when we go back racing, it looks like it's possibly going to be a green, white, actually be 3 laps to go. For these drivers.
Yeah, that's right, mate. So let's get set to go back to the green flag, race fans. And as we know, so hopefully we should be good. Just need to try and keep this internet under control. So Alex Bergeron, Ernie Williams Jr., Mason Hannigan, Landon Cardoza. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this race done. Out of turn number 4, back to the green flag.
You look at Alex Bergeron goes to the bottom there. Ernie Weaves, Junior Mason Hannigan, 1, 2, 3. But here's Landon Cardoza looking on the outside. Cardoza running high. Hannigan down low. Cardoza has it lined. We got 2 laps to go for Alex Bergeron.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's already got the championship in the bag. The 1 lap to go. White flag signal.
Gosh.
For Alex Bergeron. Down the last couple of corners. And we are caution. Oh dear. And this is not what we wanted. Not what we wanted at all. And looks like Sean Sheehan and Aiden Beeline once again upside down into the 13A machine.
Sean Sheehan just gets in the back of him. Whew.
Yeah, I tell you what, Steve, this is going to be a awesome green and white checker. These guys are going to be absolutely after it with this final lap as well. And this is where it all comes down to. Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the restart. Let's get this race done. The lineup down the back of the bus as well. Race control will be all over that, telling them to clean it up. The pace car is back to the infield though. We're back on the green flag racing here in Fairbury. And Alex Bergeron with a good start down to turns 1 and 2. Picks up the front end as well. Down to turn number 3 and 4. This time by, oh no, we are caution. Tyler Schultz. No way. This is not what we wanted. We were ever so close to getting the checkered flag. And let's find out what's going to happen with this one. 2 cars upside down. As well, so Tyler Schultz kept the car going. And we will still have a green-white checker situation. Look at the racetrack. It is a big time slick out there right now. And we are set though, race fans, to let them loose. The green flag is back out. And Ernie Williams Jr. has gone to the top. Oh no, second place got together. Is that going to bring out another caution? No, it's not. The white flag is out for the race leader, Alex Bergeron. Down to turns number 1 and 2, race fans. Through turns number 3 and on turn number 4. You're the race winner. And final run here at the Fairbury American Legion Speedway. Alex Bergeron has gotten the job done. And Mason Hannigan will come home with a second place run. We're going to see a victory lap from this 12 car. Oh my giddy aunt. What a race. And there is the final results. Alex Bergeron with the win here tonight at the Fairbury American Legion Speedway. Mason Hannigan home in second. Blake Chapman, Sean Sheehan, Matt Dixon, Ernie Williams Jr., Dustin Hall, Landon Cardoza, Rico Rubbles, and Jordan Mawuta to round out the 10 cars.
Mike Augustine, Joe Howe, Austin Sturr, Rebecca Millette, Andrew Hauser, your top 15. Then you have Aiden Beerline coming home 16th, 17th, Coulter West, Tyler Schultz, Brett Wheeler, Mark Gibhart, Noah Bowman, and Garrett Cooper rounding out your field. We'll be right back with post-race interviews. Welcome back to Fairbury Championship Night of the ABR 360 National Touring Sprint Car Series as we have your third place finisher with Matt Bailey.
Yeah, home in position number 3 tonight, and a good drive by this guy as well. Blake Chapman, Blake, mate, what a run. Obviously, technical track out there tonight, mate, but I tell you what, it was an absolute awesome race out there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cautions, but you're gonna get that at this track when it gets slick and you lose all the grip. So I did the best that I could, and I'm not sure what happened there between second and third there towards the end, but I'm just happy to be on the podium.
Well, mate, it was an awesome race by you and your team here tonight, mate. Obviously, no doubt here on Championship Night. But, mate, once again, obviously, awesome race. Quick sponsor shout out, 2 turns the wheels on the one machine.
Well, I got to thank BB7 Setups for the setup tonight. Felt really good. Giddings Mobile Repair. I got to thank my parents, grandparents, Steve Bixler, everybody that watches and supports, and you guys for putting on the broadcast.
Well, mate, well done on position number 3, mate. And obviously, good season wrap up as well. Mate, well done. And we'll see you back here next season, mate. Congratulations.
Sounds good. Thanks.
We're going to cross down now to Steve McMillian with second place.
Mason Hanna, congratulations on your second place run there. Looked like you and your teammate had a little bit of contact at the closing laps.
No. He
Oh.
just kind of got sideways, and Cardoza tagged him in the rear bumper, and I think he half spun, and then I just went around the top there. And
Oh.
yeah,
Well, I just missed you. Okay. My bad.
Oh, yeah.
But definitely, what a run. I mean, every time you've been here racing this season, you've been up front in that 1X machine. I mean, what else can you do? I mean, you're a contender.
Yeah, just clearly not good enough. It's whatever. I mean, you're going up against a Pro Series guy, so it's just like going up against Kyle Larson right now. It's just, yeah, you don't have much confidence other than who's going to run second. So, yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Hey, you know what? That is, I guess you're right. How your analogy of that. But go ahead and thank those fine sponsors that have really, I mean, been with you week in and week out. And, you do have a win on the WOTEL circuit this season.
Yeah, only one. I'm pretty sure only one in my whole career, so that's just really unfortunate, to say the least.
Well, go ahead and thank those sponsors.
Yeah, Black Diamond Motorsports, UDTV, Fads Eyewear. Can't thank everyone back there at Black Diamond. Makes it a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll be running non-wings tomorrow, even though it is Fairbury. So, yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, the Bull Rings closed out the season with the ABR Setup Shop 360 National Touring Sprints. And Matt Bailey, you caught up with our race winner.
Well, I tell you what, though, Steve, it is nothing new to see this guy back here in Victory Lane, and also now a 2-time What a Thunder Team ABR Setup Shop National Sprint Car Tour champion as well, Alex Bergeron. Alex, congratulations, mate. It is absolutely unreal, mate. This one must feels good.
Yeah, it does. Definitely had a lot of yellows in this race, and that broke our rhythm off a little bit. But track definitely got slicker and slicker with all these yellows, and the track got packed. But we did very good. The bottom was kind of going away a little bit, but we did what we could there with the car, and we ended up on the top of the podium. So we'll take it.
Mate, run us through the difference. You qualified third tonight as well. So I've run us through the difference on what changes you made to the car between qualifying and the heat race and obviously the feature.
Yeah, definitely. The track, it got slicker and slicker, and started the qualifying heat race very, very tacky. So top was really good, and made a different line in qualifying, and I really thought the middle was really good after my top side of the track, and I was more ready for the middle than the top, and it wasn't just as great. So we got beat in qualifying, but the race is what matters, and we got good in the heat race. We waited for the right opportunity to go, and we won our heat race, and after that we started from the pole, and just let it all the laps, and I think we're very dominant tonight.
Well, mate, again, an absolute awesome run by your team here tonight, mate. Obviously, another championship under the belt, and you still got another one to go for tomorrow as well. Mate, congratulations on the 360 Wing Sprint Car Championship, mate. Again, obviously, we say this to you every week, mate, but a sponsor shout out. Obviously, this one must, like I said, this championship must feel as good as all the others.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Gotta say thanks to Pit Logic, CSI Shocks, BK Designs, Miring Farm Equipments, Wraps and Stitches, Stoco, B&B Dirt Racing Simulators, ABR Step Shop, C Symptography, Grassy 3R, and of course everyone watching tonight, my dad as well, and also our team Barry Sports, Rebecca, Jason. Rebecca did very good all season long as well. I don't know where she's gonna finish in points, but awesome job by her. She's definitely improving every time and really good, and she shows she can definitely be quick against these guys. So, hopefully we can keep going and do great like this, and maybe next season we're gonna come and finish maybe 1 and 2. We never know. So we'll try to keep improving, and of course, like I said, everyone that supports us and everyone that makes this possible in this league. So.
Mate, well done once again, and obviously we'll see you back here in a little while for the late model tour as well. But mate, obviously once again, congratulations, and mate, obviously we'll let you go, mate, and letting you start getting prepared for late models.
Thank you, Matt.
Well, Stephen McMillian, this will bring us to a close, and what a race here tonight. It has been absolutely electrifying here at Fairbury. Mate, obviously, no doubt some closing words here tonight for our championship night here for 360 Wing Sprint Cars.
Definitely, it's been a race season that you could put in kind of memory lane. Something you can look back on. I mean, the only person, Aiden Beerline, he picked up a feature win. Came from a B main, started dead, almost dead last, won it. I mean, so there are some highlights in here besides Bergeron winning almost every feature this season. But I mean, other than that, give it up to them. They all did one fine job this season.
Mate, I'll definitely attest to that. And on behalf of myself as well, mate, I'd like to thank you personally and thank World of Thunder Esports Group very much for allowing me to be here with you this season, mate. 6 rounds all season long, and it's been absolutely phenomenal to be able to commentate with you, Steve. And obviously the countless hours that you and your guys put into this season. And, mate, I can't look forward enough to the next season as well. And we're back here with World of Thunder.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back in about 40 minutes time with the Miller Family Trucking National Super Late Mall Tour season finale here at Fairbury. I'm Steve McMillan along with Matt Bailey. We'll see you shortly.